I'm Phil Pustiowski with Freedom Mentor, and I want to share with you the top 5 books for real estate investors. Now, my company is called Freedom Mentor, and over the past decade or so, we have literally trained thousands of real estate investors to become independent and successful entrepreneurs in the business. And one question I get sometimes is, well, what books would you recommend, Phil, if you were first getting started or if you really wanted to take your real estate investing business to the next level? So that's what this quick video is about, the top 5 books for real estate investors. Now, the first one is going to be a surprise to you, but let me give you a little bit of background. If you do any research online and you look for what other companies, let's say Business Week or other large media publications, if they've done any sort of polls of CEOs and business leaders, they ask, what is the #1 business book? And so that's what I'm about to share with you. I agree, it's also incredibly important for real estate investors, but this book I'm going to share with you, #1, is the #1 rated book for business leaders year after year. It's the best-selling book of all time, and here it is, the Bible. There you go. I know it's kind of a surprise maybe. Now, specifically, let me make it simple for you. This is a very big book, right? So let's talk about where you go to for real estate investors. My assessment is that you skip to about the middle. So it's about the middle of the book, and that's where we're going to go to a thing called Proverbs. Now, Proverbs has 31 chapters, and what I do is I read a chapter each night before I go to bed. I've been doing this for almost 10 years now, and it's still as powerful today as it was 10 years ago. So, #1 is going to be the Bible, and specifically, I would suggest you read Proverbs a chapter each night. It's short. It'll take you, 5 minutes. So, #1, Bible. Specifically Proverbs. Here's the good news. If you have a computer, an iPhone, an Android, a Kindle Fire, anything like that, an iPad, you can actually get the Bible for free. And where you get it for free is at uversion.com. uversion.com. And I would suggest you get the translation NIV, New International Version. And I think the 1984 version is better than the new one they just came out with. So, okay, NIV Bible, read Proverbs. That's #1. And it's free. How good is that? Okay, next on the list is going to be a book that has been around since the Great Depression. It is one of the best-selling personal development books and success books of all time. And it has played a role in many entrepreneurs you will read about. It has also adapted a lot of the strategies and principles from the Bible, but it is put together for those that are really looking to make a difference in this world and achieve a whole new level of success. Because I believe, as a real estate investor, you have to have the principles of success. You have to know what those are and be able to apply those. And so this next book is going to be, you guessed it, Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich was written by Napoleon Hill in the early part of the century, the 20th century, and he actually released it during the Great Depression. The millions and millions of copies, I don't know the exact number, you could look it up online, but they sold a whole bunch. And see, here's the thing. Think and Grow Rich has stood the test of time. Okay? This thing has been around for like 70 years or more. And it's as applicable today as it was then. And it just flat works. And the strategies in here are incredibly powerful. So I suggest you get this. Now, good news, it's free. Yep. If you're watching this on my website, there's a link to it down on this page. If you're watching this on YouTube, then you can just go search Think and Grow Rich free, and you can get an ebook. They won't mail you a physical copy, but you can get an ebook for free. So Think and Grow Rich, it's free. All right, next. If you're going to be in real estate, I got news for you. You got to know how to deal with people. Real estate is a people business. So understanding how to deal with people is incredibly important to you. And the foundational book on this that has stood the test of time, once again, it's been around for a very long time, and that is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Now, the Dale Carnegie Institute survives today, just like the Napoleon Hill Foundation survives today. And this group teaches a whole bunch of different things as it relates to dealing with people. Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest people in the world, he credits his ability to public speak to one night course he took at the Dale Carnegie Institute on how to public speak. So, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie. This one has been around for a very long time. I don't know if it's free or not. I'll have to pull that up. It might be, because it's when a book is that old. Some of them become. You can get access to them for free. So, How to Win Friends. I'm just going to shortcut it there. Okay. This right here, this is an amazing foundation for you. Huge foundation for you. So, I strongly encourage you to take action on these three. The next one is it was made by the person that basically invented personal development as we know it. And his course, Personal Power, is the best-selling personal development course of all time. In fact, it's been in existence now for 30 years. And he put together a book, and it summarizes his Personal Power course, Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. Awaken the Giant Within. Now you can see from the cover, this book wasn't written yesterday. This book came out in the early 90s. Awaken the Giant Within. As a real estate investor, you have to be able to take action. You have to be able to overcome procrastination. You have to be able to overcome fears. And you have to be able to take control in what Tony Robbins would call personal power, so that you can follow through. Because even if you know what to do, just because you know what to do doesn't mean you're going to do it. Come on, think about it. Aren't there things in your life right now that you should be following through on, you should get done, but you haven't done? Exactly. So his course on this, and by the way, I'm not getting paid to show this to you, so I think this is absolutely incredible. I would just recommend you go to eBay if you want to get the course and get one of the used versions. This thing's been around for 30 years, and it's basically the same content as it was 30 years ago, and it's just as applicable today. This has stood the test of time, you see, and you can just type in Personal Power 2 and then do a search by it and grab something on eBay. That's how I always get these things. I send them to friends and family all the time. So Awaken the Giant Within is basically that course kind of condensed into a book, so it'd be cheaper for you. But I would strongly, strongly recommend this book as well. This is going to help you take action as a real estate investor, help you follow through with what you need to do. Okay, number 5 on the list is my ultimate favorite business book. And it is the newest of my entire list, but I do think it is absolutely powerful, and I think it's going to stand the test of time. I think 20, 30 years from now, people will still be referring to this book. And it's a book that is going to help you not only build a business, but build it correctly so it lasts. Build it correctly so it produces extraordinary results. And it doesn't mean you have to be big. You could be a one-person operation. That's okay, and still make great money and do exactly what you want to do. Have the freedom you want. That book is called Good to Great by Jim Collins. Good to Great. And hopefully you can see that on the video here. If you run out of room, Good to Great is the book. Good to Great. I've read this book so many times I can't tell you. I absolutely love it. In fact, I've corresponded with the author a few times. It's just such a terrific publication. It's a study he did, and he did it over a very long period of time. And one of the things you notice about these books here is, except for maybe Awaken the Giant Within, because Tony may try to get you to go to one of his live events, these people aren't trying to upsell you on something else. I mean, these are books that are, within themselves, a book on what they've studied or learned. Okay, Think and Grow Rich, studying the wealthy people, the first part of the 20th century, Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, things of that nature. You had How to Win Friends and Influence People. Good to Great is a study of different businesses that were very, very, very productive when many others weren't. So this list right here, this is a foundation for you to be a successful real estate investor. You may be asking the question, but Phil, where are the books about real estate? That's a good question. You know, I have looked through, I've read hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books. Over about the past decade, I've been on a rhythm of about 1 to 2 books I read per week. I mean, I am a ferocious reader. And so I've read a whole bunch of these real estate books, and you know, they're good, but I haven't found one that I feel has stood the test of time, because so many of them are very market specific. And as the market changes, the book kind of goes out of print and it just is no longer productive. Now, my belief is that, you know, you get with a mentor, you get with a program, and work with them to help teach you real estate. But if you have this foundation, then putting the pieces in place to teach you real estate is a lot easier, because real estate is constantly changing. So you have to have a foundation. That way, as the market changes, you are able to adapt to that. And I really think that the best way to learn real estate investing is through a mentor, which is why my company's name is Freedom Mentor. I'm so passionate about that. So these are your 5 books. This one's free, this one's free, this one might be free, and this one you can buy super cheap because it was written so quite a while ago. And then this is probably the most expensive book on the list at maybe your $15. But right here is an extraordinary, extraordinary foundation for becoming a productive and successful real estate investor. Okay, well, I'm Phil Pustiovsky, and those are your top 5 books for real estate investors.